Good morning, my dear students. Next, protochordates. That means chordates முதுகெலும்புள்ளவை, அதாவது deleted portions remaining chapter ஃபுல்லாகவே வந்து டாபிக் ஃபுல்லாகவே போயிருச்சு. இதில் கொடுத்துருக்கிறது உங்களுக்கு என்னன்னு சொன்னால் அந்த லெசனில் protochordate, that is முதுகெலும்புள்ளவை vertebrates என்னெல்லாம் fishes, amphibia, reptiles and apes and mammals. These 5 groups only. Then binomial nomenclature, அது மட்டும்தான் நம்ம பார்க்க போகிறோம். First, protochordata. Protochordates are usually marine, soft-bodied and worm-like animals. Animals are bilaterally symmetrical, triploplastic with the presence of body cavity or coelom and organ system level of organization. The notochord is a long rod-like structure present at some stage of life. It lies between the dorsal nerve tube and the cut. A dorsal hollow nerve cord, gill slits and a post-anal tail is present. Examples are Balanoclassus, Hadmania and Ambiaxis. பின்னாடி உங்களுக்கு எக்ஸாம்பிள் டயக்ராம், இதில் இந்த டயக்ராம் இருக்குல்ல, இதுதான் வந்து என்னென்னா பெலனோக்ளாசஸ், எக்ஸாம்பிளாக பெலனோக்ளாசஸ். தென் நெக்ஸ்ட்டு protochordate is divided into 3 subphylum. There is the hemichordates, urochordates and cephalochordate. இதெல்லாம் நம்ம just what is அதை பற்றி நம்ம தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டா போகிறோம், ஃபுல்லாக வந்து இது பண்ண வேண்டாம். First one, these are marine soft worm like animals. Body is divided into proboscis, collars and trunk. Organ system level of organization and bilateral symmetry with 3 germ layers is present. A hollow cord like diverticulum called earlier notochord is present in the proboscis. The respiration occurs through gills. Example, Balanoclassus, that is tongue worm. இது வந்து என்னென்னா ரெஸ்பிரேஷன் கில்ஸ். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஃபிஷஸ்னாலே என்னது கில்ஸ் மூலமாக தான் ப்ரீத் ஆகும், ஆக்சிஜன் டிசால்வ்ட் இன் வாட்டர். நார்மலாக டெரஸ்ட்ரியல் அனிமல் மாதிரி இல்லாமல் இதோட ப்ரீத்திங் ரேட் வந்து அதிகமாக இருக்கும். நெக்ஸ்ட்டு ஃபிஷர்ஸ். தீஸ் ஆர் அக்வாட்டிக் அனிமல்ஸ், மெயின்லி ஃபிஷர்ஸ். தீஸ் ஆர் ஃபவுண்ட் போத் இன் மரைன் அண்டு ஃப்ரெஷ் வாட்டர். த ஸ்கேல்ஸ் cover the streamlined body of fishes. What is streamline? Streamline boat shaped, அதாவது வந்து மிடில் வந்து ப்ராடாக இருக்கும், ரெண்டு ஷேப்பும் வந்து என்னவாக இருக்கும், குறுகி போயிருக்கும். The fishes swim in water because of muscular tail and fins and streamlined body. Limbs are present. 2 chambered heart is present. These are cold-blooded animals. Fishes breathe through gills by taking oxygen which is dissolved in water. Fish lay eggs, that is oviparous. Fertilization is external. Already was studying 8th standard oviparous and viviparous animal. The egg-laying animals are called oviparous. Give birth to young ones are called viviparous. The fertilization inside the body is known as internal. Outside means external. Here the fertilization is the external. Next, cartilaginous fishes. These are large marine fishes having cartilaginous endoskeleton with a streamlined body. What is the meaning about cartilaginous? Cartilage bone வந்து நமக்கெல்லாம் வந்து காதில் வந்து போன் இருக்குமா இருக்காதா, காது மூக்கு இதிலெல்லாம் போன் இருக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கும், ஆனால் இருக்கா இல்லையா அப்படின்னு பார்த்தோம்னா கண்டிப்பாக ப்ரெசென்ட் ஆகிருக்கும். அந்த போன்ஸ் என்னன்னு சொன்னால் குருத்தெலும்பு, பெண்ட் ஆகக்கூடியது, ஆனால் போன்ஸ் வந்து ப்ரெசென்ட் ஆகிருக்கும். அந்த போன்ஸ் வந்து என்ன சொல்ல, குருத்தெலும்பு, cartilaginous cartilage. The body is dorsoventrically flattened and somewhat disc-shaped with a ventral mouth. Exoskeleton composed of palacoid scales. 5 to 7 pairs of gills open outside through gill slits that are responsible for breathing. These gills slits are not covered by gill cover or operculum. The locomotion through pines or pad or median. The caudal fins or tail is heterocercal. The two-chambered heart is also present here. Well-developed sense of smell, digestive system with J-shaped stomach and intestine with spiral walls. Then cloaca is a single opening for alimentary canal and urinogenital ducts. The uroticlic animals, that is the excrete urea. For example, so many fishes are here. First one, dogfish, then electric ray, then the streak ray. For these are example of the and then sawfish. These are all example of the cartilaginous fishes. Next, bony fishes. These are found in both freshwater and seawater. Spindle-shaped body with a terminal mouth is present. Body is covered with scales of various types, that is cycloid, then rhomboid or xanthoid. Four pairs of gills are present covered with operculum or gill cover. An endoskeleton made up of bone is found. Caudal fin is hemocircle. Two-chambered heart is present. An air bladder is present, which helps in the maintenance of buoyancy. Lay eggs fertilization is external. Then cloaca is absent. Urinogenital apertures and anus are distinct. Next, amniotic animals, that is they excrete ammonia. For these are all the for example of bony fishes for the following: rogo, sea horse, lungfish, and mosquito fish, flying fish. These are all example of bony fishes. Next, amphibia. Amphibia, it can live on land and in water. அதாவது நீரிலையும் நிலத்திலையும் வாழும் இருவாழ்விகள் அப்படின்னு தமிழில் சொல்லுவோம். இதுதான் ஆம்பிபியா. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் crocodile, frog and etc. These can live on land and in water. Thus these are amphibious in nature. These do not live in sea water. Some frogs can be seen living on trees as well. For example, hyla. Scales are mostly absent and the animals have smooth moist skin rich in mucus and poison glands. Water is a necessity for completing the life cycle since the eggs are laid in water and larva is aquatic unlike the adult. These are two pairs of pentatactile the limbs. Eyes are protected by eyelids. The respiration is through gills, lungs or skin. Three-chambered heart is present with two auricles and one ventricles. Sexes are separated. These are oviparous, that is lay eggs to produce new offspring. Fertilization is external. Metamorphosis occurs. These are cold-blooded or phyclotherms. The examples are Rana tigrina, that is the common Indian frog, then fufo toad, then hyla tree frog, then necturus mud puppy, next salamander, spotted salamander, the last limbless amphibians, etc. Next, reptiles. The reptiles are the first terrestrial animals. These live in warmer regions. Some are aquatic and live in water, but they need to come back to land in order to breathe. These are cold-blooded animals. The body is covered with scales known as horny epidermal scales, which contain a waterproof protein, keratin. Two pairs of pentatactile limbs are present. Claws are present at the end of each digit. The limbs are absent in snakes and some lizards. Teeth are present in all reptiles except in tortoise and turtles. The respiratory organ is lung. The heart is incompletely four-chambered. It consists of two auricles and a partial divide ventricle. Only crocodile and alligators have a complete four-chambered heart. Next, Mostly reptiles rely on other animals for food and insects. These are carnivorous or insectivorous except turtle, which is herbivorous. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is internal. The eggs have a tough outer covering and are laid outside the egg water. Some are poisonous, for example, cobra, kite, then viper, etc. Other examples are Hemidactylus, chameleon, varanus, then calotus, traco, naja, python, naja, testudo, and ceylon, then crocodiles, gavilus. Okay, thank you, students.